Hello, guys. My name is Tyson Edwards. I'm a junior running back from Dallas, Texas, and I'm currently studying economics.
Guys, my name is Seth Parker. I'm a junior defensive back, and I'm currently studying political science.
What's going on, guys? My name is Caden Bell. I'm from Southern California. I'm a senior and I'm also studying political science.
Guys, my name is Rocco Milia. I'm a sophomore linebacker from Michigan, and I'm studying financial economics.
So we're going to start off with why did you choose to come to Columbia?
I chose Columbia for the best of both worlds. Honestly, you get to play Division I football and get the unmatched educational experience. So that's a major factor when considering coming here. And yeah, like being in New York also played a major role. Given the true city experience that you don't get anywhere else is an unmatched opportunity. So I took advantage of that, and I wouldn't make a different choice given the circumstance. So I'm glad I chose to come here, given all it has provided.
Yeah, just to piggyback off Seth, I also chose Columbia for the main reasons, but also when being recruited by the coaching staff, I really enjoyed, the camaraderie that they brought to me and also how welcoming they were during the process. And then also the combination of being in New York and Ivy League school and being able to play Division I football played a key role as well.
How do you balance academics and football?
With academics and football, obviously we go to a high prestige education, class kind of school, and so being able to play D1 football and do that at the same time is definitely something that we take pride in. A lot of places, you play football and education is kind of not as perceived as important into other places. But being here, kind of learn through teammates, older guys. You get here, it might be a little overwhelming at first, but you get used to your schedule. And depending on what major you're taking, everybody has a different path, but just being able to manage your time well and football and kind of scheduling classes makes it easy because we kind of get that priority. Whether what classes we want to take when. So just being able to implement that has made it easy for us, and just kind of being together, being part of this brotherhood, it helps us push through the academics, helping each other, taking classes together. So there's many ways where we can benefit on and off the field, and it's just been good so far.
Personally, I think the answer to this question is finding whatever works for you and whatever works best for you. Here at Columbia, we have preferential registration as athletes, and we kind of get the first go at all of the classes, and we need to make sure that they fit our schedule. But just figuring out whatever works best for the type of person, the type of athlete, and the type of student that you are, right? If you're more of a morning person, maybe going with a couple more of those early morning classes, or if you're not so much a morning person, going for some of those 6:10 night classes after practice don't hurt. So I think just kind of getting here and getting advice from the older guys, and then knowing yourself and knowing what kind of student you are is the best way to balance both football and academics.
Although everybody's experience is different, I'm here to tell you that it is a challenge at first, but like Caden and Tyson have mentioned, once you find your schedule, get that situated, you'll find a routine and realize it's not as challenging as you may have initially perceived. And that once you get a routine of things, you have, like I said, your daily routine. So you stick to that and find your groove, essentially. So it's nothing that anybody can overcome, given that you're being recruited by Columbia. I would assume that you take academics seriously along with your athletics. So it's nothing you would be unfamiliar with.
And I'd also want to add, places to kind of study. A lot of people like to go to the library. A lot of people like to stay in the room. But another kind of additive that people kind of don't think about is, Baker as being a facility to study and, use your time to, get your classes done, whether that be midterms, finals. That's always a safe space to go. It's a very nice facility with a lot of rooms, a lot of study areas that we can, take advantage when we come in the lift. And instead of just going back down, you can stay up there all day, especially during final season, which is we're pretty much doing right now. There's a lot of facilities that we're able to use and help us, balancing football and academics at the same time.
It's also extremely helpful given that we are allowed to acquire tutors through the Success Through Wellbeing program. And this is extremely helpful with, class and scheduling any conflicts that you have. Tutors are extremely helpful, and overall, being able to use tutors is a great resource that the Columbia Athletics program provides.
Going off of academics, how has Success Through Wellbeing, Rocco, I know you already mentioned it, but how has Success Through Wellbeing helped you off the field?
Well, there's different ways that the Success Through Wellbeing team can help each given student. I know I've utilized it. For instance, this was my sophomore year. When I broke my MacBook, they helped me get it situated and helped me essentially replace it and make sure I didn't fall behind on classwork. Also, they help make sure even if you're struggling with something such as mental health issues, such as like you're struggling with midterms, exams, or even personal issues, they're there for you. So it's just up to you to utilize these resources. So at the end of the day, it's what you make it. And I believe that everybody should utilize these resources if they have the opportunity to, of course.
Yeah, and I feel like the Success Through Wellbeing program at the same time, the people really care about us, Jessica and Marquise, there's a couple more, but those are, I know for sure, are just very loving, and they're here for you on and off the field, always say what's up. You always have that support system that, you can, rely on, and it's very helpful, and, helps us maintain confidence throughout the year.
What is your favorite thing about playing football at Columbia?
I'll go first on this one. Anytime anybody asks me, what my favorite part about Columbia football or just Columbia in general, I tell them that, it's the people I meet and the relationships I make with those people, both here on campus and on the football team. I've made some of my closest friends on the football team, and each and every player on the football team I consider to be one of my brothers, and I would do anything for them, and then also the alumni that you meet and the connections you make with them as well, and their willingness to help. So I think that the relationships that you make with players, alumni, coaching staff, everything, I think that those are the most important things, and definitely my favorite part about being a Columbia football athlete.
To that point that Kaden brought up, I think my favorite part also is like the relationships you form. Our locker room is really welcoming. Everybody is cool with everybody essentially, which is, unique. D linemen hang with receivers, DBs hang with O linemen. So it's just a welcoming environment. You build that brotherhood as soon as you step foot in New York City for camp. So it's something unique that I believe you can't find really anywhere else. And that's what I really appreciate about being here.
What is something that's been challenging about your time at Columbia?
I'll bite the bullet on this one, but something that is particularly challenging about Columbia, well, I guess this appeals sort of to New York City more generally, but just adjusting to a different lifestyle essentially, which, not everybody for the most part is going to be from New York City. So that's something to be aware of, that it's just a different pace of life for sure. You have to get used to such things such as the transit system, exploring, because you're in New York City, so you have to take advantage of the city in its full capacity. So that's something I had to overcome. That was a challenge, just adjusting to the different culture and different lifestyle up here. But once you're used to it, you'll love it and find your own niche and things you like to do in the city. So
I mean, other than that, like we've already been over, balancing, academics and football. But other than that, it's just getting used to lifestyle. Everybody's from different places and cultures, and all around the United States, and possibly out of the country. But there's it's definitely, you get used to it, and it becomes fun. At first, you might be a little uneasy, but you have the support system, your brotherhood, and then just the program itself. They want to do what's best for you. So. If you have any issues, you just go into them. They'll help you out for sure. So,
for me, it was adapting and acclimating to a full course load of classes while also dedicating hours upon hours of football practice a week. Obviously, everyone gets used to this pretty quick, and you start managing your time better and better. But there's also tons of resources that help you get through it, and going through it with your brothers and teammates is makes it easier as well.
Now, I want everyone to answer this one because I think you're all going to have different answers. Or maybe not, but what's your favorite thing to do in New York City, your favorite part of living in New York City?
This one is kind of tough because there's so much to do. Whether it being going to Brooklyn or going downtown, going upstate to the Bronx, Yankees game. I mean, there's just so much. I would say the best thing is just the experience. Everyone has a different experience. With me, and when I first got here, I was introduced. We taking city bikes to the Brooklyn Bridge, going to Time Market in Brooklyn, or taking jet skis in the Hudson River. Like there's just so much stuff to do, and you'll be here for 4 years and you won't even do half of the stuff that New York City provides. There's just so much to do, and that's what makes it fun. That's what makes the city life fun. There's endless opportunities, and it's just fun. Going down with your brothers downtown and just living life. On their off time, it's very nice.
Yeah, to that point, sort of like Tyson mentioned, it's always something to do in the city, which is something I've grown to appreciate. You could be bored in your room on a Thursday night with no class and just head downtown and find yourself, having the time of your life. So that's something you can and should take advantage of being in the city. And something I've grown appreciative of while being here is, I think, unlike here in New York City, there's so many different cultures and experiences that you just inevitably learn so much. So it's just interesting being here and seeing different perspectives and all of that. And something that I really grown to appreciate more as I've been here also is that at the end of the day, you're just another face, which is a good and bad thing, but you can feel comfortable being yourself unapologetically. So that's something that's also a plus of New York. It's just a welcoming place for all people from all walks of life.
My favorite thing about New York City, I think all these guys have kind of touched on it a little bit, but I think just having the ability to go out and explore, and you can go do whatever it is that you like to do, whatever it is that you like to do with your free time, whether that's going and seeing all the sights, or doing something like going out to all the incredibly delicious restaurants and stuff that they have here. Being from the Los Angeles area, I like to think coming in that where I come from, the food and everything and that whole experience is holds a candle to New York City, but it doesn't. Just the ability to go downtown and whether it's pizza or whether it's a nice Italian spot, there's just so many things that you can do and take advantage of and experience so many different things.
Yeah, being from a small town in Michigan, New York City is a completely different landscape and lifestyle. So I've had some pretty awesome experiences over the past couple of years, whether that's going to Madison Square Garden or a Yankees game or Central Park. And like Caden was talking about, all the food is so delicious. So, I mean, there's definitely so many things to do, and I definitely don't take anything for granted. So I'm enjoying it so far.
Last question. How has the Columbia Football Alumni Network helped you with internships, jobs, networking, or just any other opportunities so far?
Being a part of, Columbia, there's just so much alumni networking that, when you come in, that's what they all tell you, just network. And you definitely should, just from insight to experience to learning different fields. When we first get here, there's a rookie draft that we have, and all the freshmen that come in get selected, based off their majors, backgrounds, and they basically have a draft, which is fun for the alumni. I mean, brings the alumni community together, and they draft, these freshmen, and forever, throughout your whole career at Columbia, you have these guys as mentors, to, provide you insight, experience, ask questions within interview help, job help. It's endless. It's an endless network that, just only branches off to more and more connections. So, just getting here and making sure, the networking is very important. Only just makes you better, and provides you more insight into, the future world. Cause, they've been here, they've done that, either that it's just being a regular student or, playing football as well, which a lot of the rookie mentors are, past alumni in football. So, they know what's going on, and it's a lot of help, and, the resources is endless. So it's definitely beneficial for sure.
I've worked for a couple of alumni at different companies, and they've been fantastic. I would say that as long as you build a relationship with them and reach out, there's nothing that they're not willing to do in order to help you, whether that's, if they have an opportunity at the place that they work at, they're usually more than happy to put your name in the interview process. Or if they can't help you for whatever reason, or if they feel like someone else that they know that they went to school with here, has a better opportunity or can help you out more. There's been multiple times where I've reached out to a Columbia alumni and they've said, hey, I think it'd be better if you talk to my roommate from when I was here. And just having that opportunity and that extensive network of them wanting to help you, and all it really takes is just you reaching out and building a relationship with them. They've been extremely fantastic, and I truly don't think Columbia would be the same without the help and support that they give us.
Do you all want to think of like one word that's described your Columbia career thus far?
If I had to get a word, I'd probably just say spontaneous, because it's just New York City. You never know what's gonna come. You never know what's gonna happen. Whether that be fun, good, bad. There's just an endless amount of experiences and stuff to do. So I just say spontaneous.
I would definitely say enlightening. Being in a different environment than being from down south. So, and being exposed to different cultures and all of that, different lifestyles. So enlightening is definitely something I would say. It's brought me a new perspective.
One word that I would describe my experience so far at Columbia would probably be like just family, honestly, because I think that, I've grown so close to the guys. There are so many people here that have helped me out with so many different things, whether it be professionally, academically, athletically on the football field. So I think that just, that sort of camaraderie that we have here, it feels like a family, and it's true, and it's a real feeling. So I think that that's the perfect word to describe it.
Yeah, mine's kind of similar to Caden's. I would say brotherhood. Just being a part of this football team and being able to build all these relationships with my brothers and teammates is incredible. It's been a great experience.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you were able to learn something from our players. We hope to see you on campus soon. We're going to attach a graphic for our summer camp signups. We want to see you there. It'll be a lot of fun. Get you in New York City, and you'll get to work with our coaches. So it should be a fun time. Again, thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you soon.